de no sur y 2 de sur. Un buen resultado para el quinto muro. Y de la anestesiología y reanimación en nuestra región. 5:40 minutos.
Changing relations is also renewing calls to pressure Cuba to send back fugitives granted asylum by Castro. That includes militants accused of executing a New Mexico police officer, then hijacking a plane in Albuquerque 43 years ago. News 13 reached out to all 5 of New Mexico's federal lawmakers today. Only Representative Steve Pierce responded, saying he thinks the U.S. should demand Charlie Hill's return.
My dear son, Anton, today you're only 9 years old, but someday you may have questions. You may want to understand who I was and why I did what I did. To the U.S. government, I'm a fugitive. To my sisters and brothers in the struggle, I'm a revolutionary. As your father, I hope you will see me as more than just a tragic story. I was particularly moved by the work of the Republic of New Africa. As a black separatist movement, the Republic of New Africa sought the liberation of Afro-Americans through the establishment of an independent nation in the southern U.S.
Hai, odun ba, siniti la watch at different chewel on the Cuban. Tiene que durar de nuevo. Esa espina que tú tienes trabaja en el cuerpo ahí y tienes que tratar de sacártela para que puedas vivir con felicidad. ¿Me entiendes? Es un enfado de espinas trabaja dentro de la persona que no lo deja que pueda vivir con felicidad, no como pecado.
Toma un poquito si quieres.
morning, history is being made as this cruise ship becomes the first in more than a half-century to sail from Miami to Havana. Just 262 miles, but until now, it might as well have been light years. It's the maiden voyage to Cuba of Fathom's Adonia, a ship owned by Carnival Corporation.
We're going to be right at the heart of the city, just a few minutes walk from downtown.
At 6:30 a.m. on August 18th, 1971, the FBI and local police attacked members of the Republic of North Africa in Jackson, Mississippi. Officers fired over 300 rounds into the residence where 7 people were sleeping. "11 Republic of North African members were handcuffed, chained, and paraded through the streets like 20th century slaves."
Were part of a black militant group. They were transporting guns and bombs to the South at the time. After the killing, they hijacked a passenger jet at the Sunport and flew to Cuba, where Castro was welcoming what he considered political refugees. Only one of 3 men, Charlie Hill, is alive today. 15 years ago, News 13 investigative reporter Larry Barker took on the case.
Will they ever come back to New Mexico to face justice?
Larry tracked down Hill in Cuba.
He admitted killing Robert Rosenberg. I asked him, "Do you feel remorseful about it?" He says, "No. He got what he deserved. Killed him."
Since then, no one's heard from Charlie Hill, but Chief DeSantis wants that to change.
I walked into the cockpit and said, "I don't want anyone to get hurt. This plane is going to Cuba." Honestly, it was terrifying. I was only 22 years old.
Papi, no va a ningún lado.
Principalmente negro, a un juicio ante la Corte Americana de Estados Unidos por haber matado a un policía blanco.
Mira, eso es lo que yo dije, tipo.
La caricatura, y quién sale bien, el blanco, el negro allí.
El abogado
va
lo
al
dijo.
juicio y ya, y lo perdiste desde que entran.
El abogado lo dijo. Él dice, si yo fuera blanco con dinero, y blanco y con dinero, él dice, señor Hill, vamos, yo te voy a defender, tú vas a ganar.
Pero si él va a juicio contigo, lo pierde.
No, pero voy a perder porque el negro es pobre.
Porque eres negro y pobre sin este medio.
Agora ali, a bevulo acabou todo hecho igual, podemos producir que todo bonito, le senté, le senté, con hacer el cambio de Cuba, luego sí, luego tú, a Cuba vamos, pero pasamos por la casa.
I left behind your 4-year-old sister, Caroline, and your brother, Fela, who was not yet born. When Fela passed several years ago, I lost my chance to connect with him as a father, and that weighed heavily on my heart. My love for you, your sister Shawnelly, and Vanya, your niece, has filled the void, a love that had been missing in my heart all those years. Clap your hands 3 times. My grandfather, your great-grandfather, escaped from slavery. I think of my grandfather because he had the courage to steal. He stole his freedom. He decided to stand up as a man and not lie down and die as a slave. I need to live as long as I can so I can see the man you become.